think we have some folks backstage now. Let me just set up a few things before. We're going to share in the groups, make sure everyone can watch this fun webinar. Let's share it to LoudEgg. And
first of all, shout out for Joe's hair. That's one of the best styles I've seen. If I'm growing hair in the 50s, I'm gonna have that kind of hair.
Thank you. I'm trying new things. Let me get these folks on the stream. Okay, we got Ankit, Priyanka. We got surprise.
For Joe.
Yes, here are the co-founders of TinyCommand. All right, we are live. We are rocking and rolling, and let's get going. It's we made it through another weekend, lunchtime here in New York. And where are you guys? You guys over overseas? It's weekend there officially, right?
Yeah, just
in a couple of hours, yes.
All right. So you guys are in a different mode right now than myself. And Karan, you're hanging out. You got the weekend ready, right?
Yeah, I'm traveling to Portugal. We're in Jargi and we'll be meeting together for a web summit.
I'm very jealous. All right. TinyCommand automates forms, tables, email, AI agents. I was messing around with it the other day. Really like it. I'm not just saying that. I actually thought it was dummy proof. I could use TinyCommand, and in less than 5 minutes, I set up a form, and had it set to tables, email notification, had a nice little chat bot going. Didn't have to use anything else. Didn't have to use Zapier and all the other confusion out there. The AI just did it for me. So, Ankit, Priyanka, thank you for making something that I could use, a tool that I could use.
You didn't have to copy paste as well anything.
Yeah,
right? You didn't have to go outside the
I
product.
didn't break it. Well, how long have you been working on TinyCommand? Like, how old is the platform? Because it seems very mature for where it is right now.
Priyanka, want to take this one up?
So we've been building it for about a year, but we just launched.
Wow.
That Rocket Hub was our first launch.
Very nice. And how is the experience going with Rocket Hub and Karan, Parwani over there?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Is he being nice to you? Is he being nice to both of you?
Yeah.
He is. I think the good thing is whenever we are in trouble in terms of some things needed, some help needed, some assets to be created, you just message him. It's immediately available. I think I've not seen a person who's working 24/7. You message him at 3 a.m. in the night and he's like, oh, okay, I'll just send it to you. So yeah, I think fantastic working with him and his team.
I thought he'd probably think it was me messaging him at 3 a.m. because I'm usually the one that's messaging him, and
messaged you at like 6:30 in the morning.
My wife is like, who are you talking to? Who is that? I'm like, oh, it's Karan. Karen? What? I'm like, no, it's Karan Parwani. He's Rocket Hub, guys. Hey, oh. She's jealous of all the, SaaS tools that I'm using in the lifetime. So how big is the crew? How big is the team for TinyCommand?
We're close to 25 people working on this. Again, we have like 4 pods, each of them working, because when you see the product, it's actually not one product. It's actually a platform which has forms, workflows, table, enrichment, email. So we have 4 pods working on all of these separate attributes. We just felt that enough for the time. People have been duct taping solutions for a long time. We thought, I think we should have a platform which could have all of it, which means building 5 products within one product itself. And I think we kept on building, kept on growing.
There's a lot there. I mean, why not just do the one? The forms was even enough for me. I was like, wow, the forms are great. The setup is clean. Did you just start building the forms and then say, let's keep going? Or was the vision, let's build the whole ecosystem?
So look, when we started, right, we've done a lot of enterprise sales. We built this as a platform majorly for enterprises. For them, if you look at it, a lot of enterprises spend a lot of time integrating different set of applications within their product, right? And I'm not talking about SaaS applications. I'm talking about two enterprises exchanging their APIs to build a B2B partnership. Now, that would these projects would entail 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. I've been an external consultant to BCG, McKinsey, Bain, all of these guys, and this is a consistent problem that we would face when we go and visit a client, right? We realize that it's easier to essentially, and why do you need to code all of these integrations? We just thought we'll just drag and drop and create these integrations through. That's how it started. One thing led to another. We were doing well in terms of our enterprise sales, and I think uh, something in us just said, let's do a product led growth strategy. Let's build a product which mass market people can use. And yeah, we just straight away went into it. We were very clear we wanted to build a platform with the eventual goal of exposing this to creators, where creators can create solutions, right? So when you think of an application today, or say for example, if I want to create an outreach journey or a lead gen journey, I need a form to collect data. I need AI to enrich the data further. I need email finders to find emails for me. I need a way to basically send reminders, create my sequences, etc., etc. And you use like gazillion tools when you need to do that. We just felt there was a need to just get all of that together in one single platform, because all it takes is a tiny command.
Yeah.
And that's the official like hashtag, all it takes
Yeah.
is a tiny command. That's
It's
the
the tiny
official hashtag
command.
of the product. Yeah.
That's where you get the name. That makes sense. And the AI actually works, which is great, because I see plenty of platforms that have the AI prompt and build a website or do whatever, and then it gets chaotic. It doesn't work. My computer goes on fire. It's not good. So TinyCommand did the task that I asked it to do. So that was great. Do you want to share?
Yeah, we'll share the product.
Yeah, you want to share? I'm sure people want to see what it's all about if they haven't already. And the deal's on RocketHub.com currently, if you want to pick up the lifetime deal. And if you're watching this in the future, you missed the deal, but you can still subscribe and support the MRR.
Yep.
So
That's what we want as well. Like in the future, like to the 1 billion ARR, minimum.
Cool. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but if you can, I'll just quickly get into it.
Yep, you can
see it. It's beautiful.
I'm just gonna type something. I'm gonna say create a lead gen form for OpenAI. I'm just gonna see what it does. It's gonna search some things out, figure out how to build this, and it's gonna say, okay, so it's when I said create a lead gen form for OpenAI, it actually understood a lot of things. It's understood that it's a AI development machine learning, so it's an AI startup. How do you plan to use OpenAI? What are your budgets, etc., etc. I think this looks good. I'm just gonna go ahead and gonna create this form further, and let the AI just generate the entire form for me. And once it's done generating, I'll just create the form and view my form. I'm happy with what I see right now. I'm just gonna create my form right now, and here my entire form is created, arranged in a canvas-like structure. I can preview the form over here. Oh, the form looks very dull right now. I'm just gonna quickly choose a theme. Let's use this one, TinyCommand light theme to start with. You can create your own themes also if you would like to. The forms are asking certain set of questions, right? What's your full name? What's your email address? What's your company name, etc. I'm just going to quickly preview the form. This is how the form would look like. Very neat, very clean. You can actually run the form in chat mode also. So for example, when somebody's using it on a phone, how would the chat view look like? Overall is what you see over here. And all I need to do is go ahead and publish this form, and this form is available for me to fill in. Now, when Joe, what happens is most of the time when we're creating lead gen form, we have a lot of garbage data coming in, right? People will just put in random email addresses. I'm just going to quickly just fill this form, right? My name is Ankit. I'm going to put my email as Ankit @ blah, blah, blah.com. And I went ahead. The form's not going to go ahead right now. It's going to stop me over here, because what's happening is going to say, I've sent a verification email to you, a verification code. So if my email, so I think one fundamental problem that people have faced historically is being able to collect genuine, true
The
data.
spam. Yeah, I was impressed by this last night when I tried to enter another email and I said, whoa, a verification form. I haven't seen this in a lot of form tools. So this is great.
Awesome. So I just put in my actual email address. Let me just pull in the verification code so that we can continue with this. And you can disable this, by the way. 399. I'm going to fill the balance information. What's the name of your company? TinyCommand, LLC. What interest do you have? I have interest in API integration. Do you plan to use? Just build some awesome stuff for Rocket Hub and UX team. Ignore the typos. I'm so sorry for that. I'm just going to quickly rush through this.
Oh, don't worry. The typos that I have on my recorded videos, I thank God for Opus for editing tools. And
cool. The form is submitted. Joe, you were saying something. I think we lost you.
oh yeah, I was saying for the editing tools that when I'm recording like videos, I have some typos and mess ups, which you catch on lives with me. So this is perfect. We can't edit this, so I understand the typo problems.
Awesome. So yeah, I think I've just filled the form. I want to see the responses. I can go ahead, see the responses over here. The responses in a very Airtable like look and feel table itself. So you can view your responses over here. Now I'm going to show something very interesting before I go ahead. I'm just going to go back to our form. I realized, okay, I am going to for now, just for demo, disable the entire email validation because I don't want it to bother us every now and then. And I'm going to say if somebody is filling the form again and again, I don't want that data to come to me. So I'm going to go ahead and craft that entire journey over here. I'm going to say, okay, I want an if condition over here. Oh, and I'm just going to connect this over here.
This was my next question about editing the form, or yeah, this is the process.
Yeah. I just created this form. I'm going to just find some data out over here. I'm going to say find me a record where the user is already filled an email ID. So if this record exists, I don't want to do something. If the record doesn't exist, I'm good to go. Right? So
That's amazing. Can you also edit different parts and remove parts of the timeline of the workflow?
You can. I'll just show that to you. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just going to take a minute more to just build this out so that I can demo this to you guys.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. This is great. This is actually I was gonna contact support last night about this exact thing. So you're doing it for me. It's great.
Nice.
Support guys will then get Ankit handling all the tickets in future. That's the case.
Well, I think I've reduced some ticket with this right now. I'm going to save this and we're going to test this form once again. I'm going to put my name. I'm going to put my email address. And it's going to search now. I think I've already... One sec. I think I put that on. I think I put the wrong logic. Just give me 1 sec. Generally happens when you're demoing that you put the wrong logic. Just put this here. So now close this. Go ahead, Priyanka.
You've put the opposite condition, actually, I think.
Take it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you put it the other way around. In the if. Close.
So what I did is I put the other way around, but basically just shows the logic, right?
Yeah.
I entered an email address which was not, so it basically takes me to the separate page altogether in the entire flow. So you can create some journeys over here of your preference and start moving that over here. And over here, when you're clicking end node over here, so for example, I can basically redirect it to the website of my choice, right? I can say I want to redirect it to the Rocket Hub. Just quickly type that over here and I can just put in the Rocket Up URL, and this will just redirect the website over there on the click of that entire button. So you can start creating these journeys on the form platform itself. I can even integrate a third party app. For example, if I'm using HubSpot, I can go ahead and add HubSpot over here into the workflow in my form generation journey itself, wherein I can search for a particular contact. If the contact already exists, I can skip a certain set of questions. If it doesn't exist, I can ask some extra set of questions, etc., etc. So a form which historically has been very static in nature, which with very basic if else conditions, have now become very active in nature, which is where you can use third party apps, your own integration, your own database internally to make sure your forms are active and alive in nature versus them being dumb and dead overall.
Okay.
So that's what the form journey essentially does. I'll pause for a second, take questions from both Joe, you, and Karan on this, and then we can go to the next thing that is there.
You showed like integrations. Are you working on more integrations with other platforms? I guess from the Rocket Hub community, are they giving you a lot of feedback, what they need, what they want?
Oh, absolutely. So if you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at this list, it
Sure.
just keeps on
Wow.
going. We're adding 3 actions or triggers every day. So every month we are doing close to 15 to 20 applications that we are adding, and that transcribe to close to 70 to 80 integrations being built. If you see most of your top apps, right? HubSpot, BirdSend, Apollo, Instagram, Airtable, Monday.com, Fresh Sales, Google Forms, Zendesk, all of this is a part. Meta Ads, all of it is a part of already a part of the entire journey of integrations that we have.
Oh, wow. Are you working on a high level? Will they be incorporated also? Or
Come
is
again?
that, what about high level? Is that another one? Or is that not really, wouldn't really work?
High level. We don't have it
Still
right
high
now. You
level.
can just
Okay.
when you don't find something, you can just go ahead over here, click us, let us know. So we basically build this form for people to tell us what integrations they need. And once we've defined it, our team quickly picks it up and you will see that integration within a week on the platform.
How do you decide which tools to integrate? Do you just take in like whatever they say and say, okay, we're going to integrate that, or your team like reviews it and really looks at it and say, this is not necessary. We don't need Joe's meme machine to integrate with this.
So Joe, I'm going to tell you a secret. This is exactly the reason why we did a LTD deal with Rocket Hub. What we wanted to do is, there are like gazillion apps that you find to. There'll be like 5,000 SaaS tools that globally which people are using. We don't know what to create and what to not create, and I think this is where a lot of Rocketeers have helped us a lot, because what has happened is they've come over here, filled this form, and they've told us what integration they need. And what happens is internally we have a scorecard. Whichever integration has most number of points coming in, or the most number of requests coming in, we quickly start picking that up. That basically takes a priority versus something else, right? So every time when somebody fills a form, so if you want an integration, make sure you're filling this form multiple times
Yeah.
across different accounts, because you're tagging to them to an account right now. But as you fill them, each integration gets a score, and basis the score, whichever integration has the highest score, that gets picked up.
Also on the form, I noticed the TinyCommand logo. Is there going to be like a white label in the future? Not that it's necessary for me, because I think what you provide is excellent, and sometimes I think it's good to promote the tool that you're using, because this way you guys scale. So I'm sure that's something that's been requested. Is that going to happen?
So it's going live. It's already live on dev servers, and with some of our beta users, it's going live for all our public users on Monday, where you will be able to integrate your own custom domains. And so, for example, if it's rockethub.com, you can create form1.rockethub.com, and you will have a form loading under TinyCommand. I think that's a part of our top tier deal on Rocket Hub right now.
Top tier, right? The agency. The lower tiers, it's not going to have the white label. That's totally
the
fair.
lower tiers, they'll have to promote me for now. The lower tiers,
Yeah.
but
I think it's a fascinating discussion in itself with the white label. And a lot of users want, white label. They want it to be their own, which we don't blame them. But at the same time, it's good. Sometimes I leave the logo on there, the branding, because it helps promote the tools that you use. But then later, the lifetime deal holders will complain and say, "Oh, it didn't do well. The tool didn't survive." Well, because you got rid of their logo on every form that you put out there. You got to help them. They're giving you a deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The thing is, I mean, many of the users who request white label, they use it for like 1 or 2 instances, and mostly it's for custom branding. They're not going deep into white label because that's like that using that technology is very like you have to be a little like nerd like to be in that space. So that's why we're just giving it for tier 3. As well as like if you have to remove custom branding, it's very easy. That's what's going to happen. So tier 3 folks are at benefit, and I would always say if you're buying a Rocket Up deal, always go for tier 3 or tier 4. Like you're getting the maximum benefit over there. That's what I would say.
Our users are in that segment. I think more than 80% users are in
Yep.
tier 2.
Tier 3,
Yep.
yes.
Yep. And we aim to promote that because that's beneficial for you in the future. You're just going for tier 1, tier 2. If you're content with it, that's okay. But if you want to like scale and get to the next level, I think that's a tier you should always go for.
Yeah.
I would always say that.
If you're an agency or these days everyone's an agency. If you're a freelancer, that wants to say you have an agency, then I would go with that top tier if you could afford it. That's another thing. So the holidays are coming. We got to buy presents for people, and so I don't know.
No, you're gonna buy LTDs. No one's gonna buy presents.
So you think I could get my wife at LTD, give her like something from hey, I got you TinyCommand, and she'll be like, all right, what do I do?
Oh, we can automate her stuff so that she gets a lot of time to do.
Oh yes.
I think you should actually give her a TinyCommand.
I could set her up with an agency, as long as she doesn't compete against the agency I work for. That's all. We don't want to, fight.
Awesome.
Coming back. Yeah.
So look, I think the other thing is if you look at most form platform, analytics is something that you get in the top tier tire itself. You basically expose it to the entry level tire itself. You go to form analytics, you'll basically start seeing all of these: what devices, what platform, what location was the form filled onto, your response summaries to ensure where the drop offs is, how much time people have taken on different levels in the form. This is something that comes right off the like the most basic subscription would have stuff like this. So you don't need to spend a lot of money to even get into something like this. We made sure that there are some other things where we wanted to be very true to our users, so we wanted to make sure that we don't make them pay for things that should ideally come out of the box as a part of the product itself. So we've spent disproportionate time between the two of us fighting through this should go in this tire versus that tire. So I think that basically majorly winds up the form section. I'll move to the next section, which is we'll quickly talk about tables right now, which is we briefly spoke about it. There are two journeys to it. You have an Airtable like table, and you also have an enrichment journey very similar to say something like a clay.com. So for example, I would want to find certain customers for me. So I'm going to quickly say TinyCommand.
You're filling the domain is in the below box.
Oh, sorry.
And Joe, you would love this part. You would love this part.
So it generally takes like 30 to 60 seconds. But what Joe essentially does, it goes on the web, studies your company, creates an ideal customer profile for you. After that, it'll basically find that those people on the web, and then you can just create the enriched table. So essentially, what you're getting is these are basically your customers, potential customers, their LinkedIn URLs, what they do, and every day you can get 100, 150, 200 such records coming onto your system by themselves and getting added to this. And then you can further enrich this. For example, you can go over here, create you can say, I want to say domain. I want to find the domain of the company. It's not live on this server, but this account, but you can basically enhance a person further, a company further, to start getting more information about the company, which we'll talk about. I just loaded some more data for you in real time right now as we were browsing and chatting. It just got some more data for us.
Yeah, so as and when it searches, it appends the records.
Does this use the credits on the credit system that you have each
Yes,
time
it
you
does.
use it?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It does. But what it happens is, look, Joe, I think one of the biggest problem that we try to solve as founders, as growth hackers, as people who are trying to solve problems, right, is basically figure out our TG, our ideal customer profile. This basically helps you do that by itself, and you can generate emails, you can enrich emails, you can even design emails on the platform. I can just go to the email tool. Generally, people go to Mailchimps of the world to start doing that. I can say design a outreach email for my product.
Outreach.
Sorry, email for my product showcasing new features. And it's basically just gonna quickly take another 15-20 second, design that entire email for you, give an option to add images, etc., for you to go ahead and do that. So for example, introducing new exciting new features, blah blah blah, thrilled to announce feature 1, feature 2, feature 3. I can just look at this. I'm going to say new product, new feature launch is my email name. I'm going to save the email. And what I can now do is go to a workflow, and I can say I want to say run this workflow every time I find say, a new lead coming in. Every time a new lead is something that I get on my form, I want to basically send them an email. So I can just go over here, send an email using Gmail or any account. I've just configured Gmail on my system.
You could use
I
non Gmail, correct?
You can use
Yes, yes.
you can use Outlook, you can use SMTP, you can use Zoho, Proton, whatever you want.
Cool.
Whatever you want, you can use that. Ankit, I'm going to say I'm sending the email from blah blah blah.com to say form trigger, in form trigger, I want data. I'm going to fetch the email from the form trigger. And over here, I can define a template which are predefined for me. Okay, wait. I can quickly define, I can select one of the templates that I've created and start mapping the value, which is first name and product name, and essentially that email goes in. Now you can, again, you don't need to duct tape multiple tools. You don't need to go to say create a form on Typeform or Google Form, integrate that form with Zapier, design an email on Mailchimp, glue all of that together. No, not needed. You can just do, because all it takes is a TinyCommand. You just get everything on the platform and do it on the platform itself.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just avoid doing this because they don't want to open up all these
Chop
platforms.
around.
Yeah, I mean, this is so easy that we knew this was coming with the AI world in automations, right? But you guys seem to be in the forefront.
Awesome. Any questions so far before I go ahead talk a little about agents?
No questions yet in the chat. Everyone's saying interesting project. Randy, the news guy's here. He's in PR, so if you need public relations, you could ask Randy. I'm sure he might test drive this one.
I would love to talk.
Yeah. Yep, he's the news guy in
the
SEO space as well.
The big guy, speaks at conferences. Really nice guy, even though he makes fun of me a lot, but everyone does.
even Craig does. Craig does.
Yeah, Craig Campbell. I'm waiting for him to show up. Randy, tell Craig to get on this live.
He is. He wants to go to wait. He's become Wayne.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good.
Awesome. So before I go to agents now, I'll just quickly spend some time on miscellaneous things that are there in the product. You have a marketplace where you have a list of forms, solutions, recipes already pre-created for you. So just go ahead and quickly use them. You have a journey where you can see execution histories or run histories as you run your forms, etc., etc.
Sorry to interrupt, but with the marketplace, I checked that out. Is that just is that going to be open to users also to contribute to the marketplace in the future, or is it just basically the team?
So, Joe, what we have to look, the core objective once we are done with our launch and starting Q1 of next year will be to create a creator marketplace wherein creators can go ahead and build the entire solution. So, for example, Joe understands outreach well. Joe will define, build an outreach solution on the platform, And once Joe has built that solution on the platform, Joe would be able to list that solution on the platform for, say, Karan to come and pay Joe for using that entire recipe. We
Wow.
call it recipe. And creators could then use that and make money out of this. So we want
Nice.
to take this into a creator economy over time, where creators start creating and crafting solutions, and take it from there. So yeah, I think that's where we're heading with this, Joe.
Oh, excellent. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Randy likes it. Oh, but then he says I'm easy to make fun of. So that's not nice. That's not nice.
Cool. So yeah, Joe, I hope that answers your question. I
Yes.
think what we
Thank
want
you.
to do is make sure that people are building solutions that can be consumed through and through
Okay.
by others also. And the other thing is this, right, Joe? What we want to do is, again, look, if you think of designers today, designers have Figma to show off. When you think of developers, they have GitHub to show off.
Yeah.
I think as growth marketers, growth hackers, GTM engineers, we wanted to build something that they can show off.
Yeah.
And I think this is what we're trying to do. We want you to show off. We want you to flaunt what you build for your organization, build it for people, and make money out of it.
I love it. Nice.
Awesome. Now I'm going to go into a quick beta feature that we're creating right now, which is agents. So I'll just quickly give some context around this. So look, what happens, Joe, when you're creating a workflow, you would want to create a certain set of agents who would perform certain set of actions for you. And people have used this for very interesting use cases. For example, one of India's largest lender is using this to integrate with their WhatsApp tool. So
wow.
whenever they get a WhatsApp notification, instead of building a bot, they build an agent on the platform. And the agent, basis certain context, starts chatting with the user, calls internal APIs within the system to get user data and make it hyper personalized as if you're chatting to a proper call center or
Customer. Yeah.
customer care executive in the backend. So that's how people have actually started using this journey. I'll quickly go to agents. When you go to agent, essentially what you can do is you can start defining a system prompt, which is the core objectives. You need to define certain guardrails around your agent, which are hard rules that the agent is supposed to follow. And again, there are certain examples that you can just pull one of these examples straight out of the box. This is a technical document assistant, blah blah blah. You can use our own model. So we've internally trained certain models, which is tiny GPT, small, medium, large, or you can use a third party model like OpenAI.
You got to bring your own key. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
noticed
get
yesterday.
your-
Yeah. That's great. I was going to ask you, when you're testing the agent, does it use the credits while you're testing?
No, it doesn't use the credits when you're testing. It uses the credits only when you go live.
Okay. Yeah. And I think I noticed that yesterday. I thought I broke something. So
No. Okay, and when you think of knowledge base, you can upload your documents over your PDF documents, HTML documents. It's going to go through all of those documents, create a knowledge base so that you're referencing. For example, if you are, say, say a SaaS company and people are asking a lot of questions around how your product would work, you can just upload your product manual over here. You'll go through it and you can start chatting. Your users can start chatting with the agent to start building the entire, understanding the entire product overall with this. And then you have an option to create tools, right? So tool essentially is when the agent doesn't find anything in its knowledge base, it'll go
Ankit, I
back
think
to
you're
the
breaking up for me. I don't know if you're breaking up for everybody else.
Yeah, a little
I think
bit.
you have too many tabs open, probably. If you close some tabs.
Can
This
you guys hear
happens
me?
to me all the time. Yeah. I think you close a couple of tabs because I know on my computer, but Karan knows from the last live we did, I was like Pixel City.
Joe,
And
Joe was stuck for like 2 minutes,
was like,
and he was looking. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought you were stuck now.
Yeah, he was like this.
that was me last week. It was,
Yeah.
and Karan just let me keep going. He's like, no, Joe, you look good. You look good. And I think the thumbnail for the video is like,
Yeah.
I think that's a nice clickbait.
yeah, no, it was bad. Thank God the guys at work are getting me a new laptop for Black Friday, so I won't be frozen for these
I
lives.
think no wonder Randy made fun of you.
What
Randy
happened?
Yeah,
mentioned
I
so
was
easy to
thinking the
make
same
fun
thing.
of you. I don't know if we lost you guys, but yeah.
Oh yeah. There, you're back. You're good.
You're back. You're back. You're good. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Then you have an option. Look, I was talking about how you can add your own knowledge base to the agent, and the agent will go through it and create learnings out of it so that it can help your users when they're chatting to it. Along with that, you also have an option to create your own set of tools. For example, when data is not available in the knowledge base, when it's not available within the agent's internal knowledge, also, it can go ahead and access tools. For example, if a user says that, hey, you know what, my order didn't reach me, the agent can say, okay, give me your order ID. Basis the order ID, you can create a tool to check into your systems what the status of the order is and reply the user back with that. So you can basically just go ahead, create a certain set of tools for yourself. Say I'm gonna say get order details. This tool gets order details basis order ID save. I'm gonna say I want order ID, and I can just call an internal API. Whatever systems I'm using, if I have say Shopify, I can call Shopify API. I think Shopify is not connected to my system overall, but say Freshdesk, Shopify, whatever API is there, I can call that, and it will basically get the data, and you can the agent will then have that information to act with the user accordingly. So I think that's what agent is helping people build a lot of very personalized solutions for them to serve their customers or clients better.
Can the AI, the agent avatar be changed?
Oh, absolutely.
I was curious about that too.
Yeah.
Customized and all that.
Sec. I don't have it on configured on my system, but you can actually change it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was on the roadmap or.
No, it's actually there. It's just not configured on my system. I think it's disabled from the backend. Given this is
Gotcha.
a QA account, but it's actually there. I will make sure that yeah. We'll
I
send you
know
a
in the
video.
future people are going to probably ask that because they want to customize everything. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
What else, Joe, can I help you with?
Well, this has been very helpful for me. Now I can use this thing over the weekend and know what's going on, because there's a lot of moving parts here, but I think it's just enough that it's not overwhelming. Like when some other platforms you go on and there's a lot of features and there's a lot to it, and you just don't know where to start. Where the way you guys set up the UI, very friendly, easy to navigate. Even I can navigate it, so that's it's Joe proof. One other thing, I wonder if this is another request that I don't know why it's so popular. Are you guys enabling dark mode ever?
Not really, to be honest. I think
No.
I rather spend my energy building fancier AI models and AI agents for my people.
I know, because I see with tools, right, Karan? Like the dark mode is requested.
That's the first request. Yeah, I mean,
app.
yeah, mobile app, and I think Francois is here, so if he's not here, then French is there.
Yes.
So we had to make a decision between doing fancy stuff like dark mode or enabling collaboration on the platform. We went ahead and built collaboration on the platform for people to start working with diverse people and ensuring that your platform can internally be shared with people. I think whenever we discuss these things, I think the question is how would this benefit the user? And personally, if you ask me, dark mode doesn't benefit as much as, say, I would rather build, say, a agent which will help you write better emails on the platform, right? I would rather build an agent which will help you understand your customers better so that your sales team can outreach them even further better. So I think we want to spend our energy conserving on building that IP, those IPs for our users versus building, I'm going to use this word very lightly, but versus building cosmetic candies.
I like that. Cosmetic candies. I like cosmetic candies. Come on. I like that. It's true, because the dark mode, I think many will enable it on their platform because they give in to the user base, and it doesn't work properly across the board. Like there's problems and you don't think of things, and there's certain platforms that are very established where I won't use the dark mode because it just doesn't work. Can't see the text, you can't read it correctly. So yeah, I respect that you stick by your guns there, and do what you think is right. What about mobile app? I know that's expensive, right, to maintain?
So we're building mobile app for the tables as a journey because you would want to see your data on the fly. That's something which is a part of our roadmap.
Okay.
You are getting a mobile app to understand what's happening in your platform. For example, the entire execution history, run history, etc., etc. But to design on the platform, you have to come onto a desktop or a browser to build this. I think the way we look at ourselves is this, right? You go when you think of a designer, when he wants to design, he
Yeah.
has to come down to a desktop and design. He can view all he wants on mobile, right? When you are actually focusing and creating a journey, a solution and automation, etc., so you need focus. That's very difficult to do it on a mobile device. I can't
Yeah.
play chess properly on a mobile device.
Yeah.
I forget about building a workflow.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Some things like a mobile app just to monitor, that makes sense. But I completely agree. Do you think? Do you and Priyanka think that users are going more to desktop again with the AI and automation happening? I've been noticing a lot more people, like you said, you need to do things on a desktop, laptop over mobile. Remember, like years ago, everything was mobile, mobile, mobile. I think, is it bouncing back to now desktop first?
I have
Yeah,
very good
it's
philosophy
sort
on
of.
that. Priyanka, speak first. Go ahead, Priyanka.
It is sort of the primary reason I think being is that personally what I feel is you can focus better if you're on a desktop. And if I were to give you something like a canvas, right, like the one where you saw the form being created or the one where workflow is being created, it would not really be very ideal.
Yeah.
So for us, yes, you can obviously fill out forms on mobile. You can view, your analytics and dashboards. But when you want to actually create something, then it's just better that you do it on a desktop.
Makes sense.
Look, Joe, I
Yeah, I
personally
agree
feel,
with that.
right, people go on mobile to kill time or chat with someone on WhatsApp, whether professional or personal. When you need to get serious shit done, you go back to your desktop because that's your focus. Mobile has too much distraction. You're doing something, all of a sudden you get a message from your wife, just get something at home, and you're like, okay, I lost my train of thought. Let me just
Yeah.
do something.
Stop
And I
talking
think
to Karan. What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of being the third person in the
You're
whole
the third
picture.
wheel. You're the third wheel in my relationship. Apparently.
it's not
Shit.
Karan, it's Karen. I'm gonna rename him in my phone right now as Karen.
Karen.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah. No, that's very normal. Like even for the US folks, they write me Karen in the email sometimes, Karen. So they think that I'm a female in the
Yeah.
email. So Karen.
We got to get you a
Yeah.
custom AI avatar to go with that.
Yeah,
Female Karen.
I can confuse. That's why I can send code emails properly. Being a Karen and being just a female, and when they come on a call with me, I'm a male. It's like a complete
They're
shock.
like, whoa, you got a beard.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wait, you're not
That's what you
Karen.
want.
Whoa.
You're Karen.
That's what you want.
All right.
Awesome.
Covered a lot there. Is there anything else that you want to go over on the platform? I mean, I think you covered just about everything.
You can create multiple workspaces.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
you
saw that
do
on the agency plan. Is it unlimited workspaces?
on the agency plan, it is unlimited workspaces.
Wow. Okay.
Build as
really
much
good.
as you want. The love.
Yeah, it's unlimited.
Karan, what's the pricing options? Like the unlimited, the top tier is at the agency, I believe.
Yeah, it's the agency, the top tier.
The top tier.
$299.
$299. And then the first tier for people that want to
$59.
$59. Okay, that's not bad. And $59, you have the you can't no white label, but you get like one workspace probably, the basics.
Yeah, you get one workspace. Yeah, of course.
And the credits
You get one
go
workspace.
fast. I mean, the highest one I think is the 250,000 credits for an agency.
Workflows. Workflow executions
workflows.
per month.
Execution. That seems like plenty, right? I mean, would the minimum plan give you enough if you were just a solo person using this for an individual business?
Yeah, that would be much enough. 10,000 workflow executions. And I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed. I think I also told Ankit that if on tier 3 someone even crosses 100,000 executions, so that's not easy, for you to cross that much, even if you're an agency, because you need like a shit ton of operations to do that.
Yeah.
But Ankit and the team were generous enough to offer that to everyone.
Oh, wow.
They're basically challenging you that if you can
Yeah.
reach that limit,
Yeah.
but I am 100% sure no one can. So, unless and until you're operating at a much bigger space, like your operation's crazy. So you have, I mean, as per the maths, you have to like have around 8,500 operations on a daily basis.
What if a user goes over or hits the limit? A lifetime deal holder, does he get a discount to buy extra credits compared to a regular user? How
They
does
just
that
have
work?
to reach out to us. We're basically exposing a 33% discount to lifetime deal holders to add extra credits,
Yeah,
which is
Okay.
substantially cheaper for them to essentially. This is exclusively for Rocketabbers for them to essentially, because I think this is the only lifetime deal that we're doing.
Okay.
So it's going to be exclusively for Rocketabbers to essentially go ahead and upgrade. They can
yeah,
do this upgrade for the next anytime in the next 2 years, whenever they
Oh,
want.
wow. Okay. And what
yeah.
will be your regular pricing? Is it like set in stone currently? Like what's your price model?
So look, the pricing wise, right? It's actually set in stone. We've basically priced it very generously for users to otherwise also use it. Priyanka, you want to take this one up?
Yeah. So the current pricing, right? It's for specifically for the monthly plan. We start at $19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the highest plan is around $149. So yeah, that's how it goes. And obviously, your credits are refreshed every month. So
Okay.
as of now, we'd be happy to have a problem where somebody's exhausted their credits.
Yeah. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
With like the Rocket Hub, how long will the deal be there for? Is it going to be till the end of the year or sooner?
Yeah, they're staying for BFCM. We are including them for the Black Friday cohort.
Okay.
So yeah, we want them to be there because Black Friday is going to be crazy. So we want the TinyCommand to be part of it. So they are going to stay till Black Friday happens because we think that's the product which requires, like when we send in massive traffic comes in, we want these guys to be part of that.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
they're going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the true reason is Karan feels we add a lot of value to their customers, so he's just keeping us
Of
there.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah,
He's going to keep you there
yeah.
until next year. You're never
keep
never
you-
going to leave Rocket Hub.
Yeah, you're bounded with us. But yeah, if people want to do like this. I think Zapier is something which is a model which is like we are through Zapier right now. Like
Yeah.
we are in the world where I think everything has to be consolidated. Consolidation is taking place in SaaS. It's not like everything is in silos. I think so. That's what TinyCommand is like, attacking the silo operations and consolidating everything, so you have it all in one place.
Do you feel, Ankit, Priyanka, do you have a lot of competition in this space now? Because it's so fresh and it's the key thing, AI, automation.
Yeah, so I think that the automation space, yes, of course, it's been there. Like players like Zapier and Make have been there for long. However, when you talk about AI in automation, that is fairly new, and I do feel that we have, an edge over there. How AI can generate forms, can create workflows for you. You can use agents inside of your workflows. So I think yeah, that is a niche that we are going towards.
Okay.
Honestly, Joe, if even if you remove the AI elements out, and if I just talk at a bare bone level, right? I think the way we are approaching forms, your forms have become like applications now because you can embed logic, you can call API, you can call. So they're no longer static forms, right? You can have dynamic data coming in. I think, to the best of our knowledge, we don't know any other platform which allows you to do that.
Yeah.
To the best of our knowledge, the way we are trying to get all of these things together, because we've historically seen people duct taping solution. We've duct taped solutions when in a previous avatar just to ensure that our operations were stable, managed, etc., right? And I think it's frustrating. I think there had to be a time where somebody would come and say, okay, let me just get all of this into one single product. You need a Swiss knife which has everything that you need over here,
Yeah.
and that's what we try to build TinyCommand for.
I think many will go for the website first. We've seen a lot of platforms with the AI websites where I really like that you went for the forms, because I think the forms are just as important or more important than the website these days, where you really attacked a certain area. But that being said, are you thinking, not that I want you to do this, are you thinking of doing incorporating websites also in the future, or that's too many things?
No, we are actually going somewhere else with this. We are actually doubling down in the way we are managing data for people. We will be exposing journeys for them to create dashboards.
Oh, wow.
We want to help operations managers, etc., do this. You have applications like Webflow, Framer. They do a fantastic job when it comes to creating website. What we're trying to build is utilities wherein we can get embedded within their website itself and build dashboards out of it. So you can build dashboards on TinyTables. You can create views on TinyTables. You can create enrichments on TinyTable. You can discover your leads on TinyTable. That is what we want to focus on with the entire table journey. Number one. Number two, we want to help people. For example, tomorrow, if I want to say build an applicant tracking system for my company, right, to ensure that I'm able to track all job applicant, we want to eventually create a search bar where you just type build an applicant tracking system for me, which integrates with Gmail and Slack. Enter, and the entire system should be ready for you. All the
So
forms, all
that's the
the
direction we are, keen on.
That's great. Yeah, no, I like that. I think that's it's useful. I mean, Karan and myself were talking the other day at like 3:00 in the morning my time about how many tools are doing too many things, and they're going all over the place. And that your team is really more focused with this in this niche.
And another thing is, right, I mean, the knowledge you need to, let's say, operate tools like Clay and Airtable. You first have to go ahead and learn Clay. Right? There are literally Clay masters on LinkedIn. All of those folks training people how to use Clay. And then you have people how to train Airtable.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to first learn these apps, and then you have to go inside, and then you have to pay a lot of money to use them. I think then that shouldn't be the barrier for, like, you shouldn't have a Clay expert teaching you how to use a tool. He's not created it. They're just making money out of people who don't know how to do it. So I think this is what they're solving, right? This is like anyone can go and start creating things. Like TinyTables is one. I think I've told them personally that TinyTables is one of their big products in the future, because they're combining Airtable and Clay into one, which is not easy, right?
Airtable,
so
Clay, and Metabase.
So Metabase, Airtables, and Clay. So these three in one, and you don't have to pay any TinyCommand expert to like learn it on LinkedIn. You can go ahead and start using it the moment you log in.
A TinyCommand expert, It's me,
All you need to get one webinar with us, and it'll make you an expert.
Yeah. So you don't have to read knowledge bases, you don't have to watch through YouTube videos to use this and get your enrichment done. And then because they already are an automation tool, so it's easy for them to just push that information forward to use, let's say, AimFox for LinkedIn automation, or any HeyReach for automation. So everything is being streamlined into one place.
And the features, they're so unique. They're great. Did you ever think about splitting up TinyCommand and offering the TinyTables or the forms alone if people want to do like a la carte?
Look, Joe, eventually you would want all of them to work together. I think I don't want to do disservice or confuse our users. I think, look, I can't imagine a scenario where you're collecting a data and not want to run a workflow on top of it. I cannot imagine a scenario. And if you're doing that, I think you're not solving the problem. You're just scratching the surface. I think we would want to rather push our users to start using the platform at a very broad level, learning, solving their problems. I think we don't want to be a tool for them. We want to be a problem solver for them.
Okay. Makes sense.
So what I would add to this is, right, you can obviously use these single services in the platform by itself. However, what we are aiming towards is that you need one tool to solve a business problem. So you don't need to go to multiple tools. And when you think about solving a business problem, only forms or only tables is not going to really cut it. You do need an entire ecosystem. So that is the thought behind, having it on a platform where everything is seamlessly connected.
Yeah, I have a lot of work ahead of me now because I've installed so many form systems on client websites, and now I'm like, I gotta go in, take those down, and put TinyCommand on the system. Makes it easier.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's headache because, like you said before, I have to go contact the Zapier expert in our agency to set that up, and it's like he's gonna be mad at me, but he's gonna be all mad. He's like, "Oh, come on, you had me all set up all these zaps, Joe, for all these forms." I'm like, "Oh, I got it. I'm a TinyCommand expert." So, maybe they'll give me a raise. You know, they'll say, "Oh, Joe knows about automation. Finally, it took 10 years." You know, do you find that are most of your clients in India? Are they Europe, or like where are they? You know, around the world.
No, most of our clients are in the West and Europe, UK and US. Honestly, I think people, and I really appreciate this about them. People in the UK and US value efficiency a lot more. I think if there's a tool which can automate your work and you can save some time, I love this entire philosophy that a lot of people in the West, UK, Europe essentially have. So I think a lot of our users are coming from there.
Okay.
We have a lot of enterprise clients in India who are a part of our enterprise journey. Those are clients where we are solving for like 3 million, 4 million credits, rather runs
Wow.
every month.
Wow.
So yeah.
Is it tricky? Last thing, juggling a lifetime deal and then having subscribers. Like, did they know, or like, how do you handle that? I always wondered this about, you know, having a lifetime deal. It's a unique deal, but the enterprise clients, I guess they probably be more than Rocket Hub lifetime deal. And some of these, like you said, they use a lot of credits.
So I think we have a decent enough success team. Both me and Priyanka spend disproportionate amount of our time working with. We started working with our enterprise clients there, but I think the team has captured that we're now spending disproportionate amount of our time learning what LTD users want, and I think it's interesting the kind of questions that a lot of these users have. Right, I think one of them that you spoke about was a custom domain or a CNAME overall, right? I think we just added that because of the feedback that we got from the LTD
Yeah,
community.
we got that
Our
recently.
enterprise clients didn't need anything of that sort. So they're actually surprised they didn't ask for it, but the LTD community asked for it. So I think very different learnings, very different treatments. We have a larger team getting the enterprise client journey and building an equally large team to cater to a product-led journey, and LTD is a part of that.
Okay, good answer. Inderpreet says you forgot about him. Ankit, are you in Bangalore?
In the bridge, we shuffle between Mumbai, Singapore, and so I think that's it.
Inder's a big part of the community. He's a big automation guy. Yeah, he probably. I wonder if he's a user. Do you have plans?
Yeah, he should be.
MCPs?
Yeah, we should get him something. In the he's a big high level user.
Yeah,
I know he's a big high level and a system user, system.io user. But I think if we can get that something, he can do wonders with the TinyCommand.
Could be a good consultant.
We should connect for sure. To answer your question, do we have MCPs? We've renamed MCPs as tools because we wanted it to look. MCPs generally perform one set of functions. When you're creating a tool, it basically perform a series of functions. So we renamed as tools, but we do have agent tools as a part of our platform to essentially perform operations very similar to MCPs.
Okay, nice.
Very nice question, Indrajit. Inderpreet, thanks for that.
Nice. You got any more questions? I know Inderpreet showed up a little late, but I don't know what his excuse was. It's late there. Is he just, Inder, are you just waking up, or you just came back from a party? Because what time is it over by you?
I think he's just heading to a party right now. He's in the cab, so he just
he might be in a party, might be in a club attending the webinar. That might be the case.
Oh, TinyCommand can do a good job explaining what the tool does and explain some of the user cases. I'm not sure if that's the TinyCommand.
I think
does a good job. Yeah, I mean, the whole video. Yeah, you can watch replay also and see.
Yeah, so the YouTube. So I the YouTube channel TinyCommand is building. It's where they would be like uploading all of their use cases, their tutorials. So they're taking the Babby route, Joe. So if you see the Babby's YouTube channel, it has every single automation you can
Yeah.
do, right? So they're like, let's say you ask Neeraj about, oh, can I do this? Neeraj pulls out a random fucking YouTube video and then he gives it to us. And like, how did you do that? Like, yeah, we took off all the use cases and we know the person is going to ask this question. And then they will just put it in your face that this is the YouTube video you should check out. So I think
Yes,
that's what they're doing. That's what they
yeah,
are
on
up
the
to
use
in
cases
the
thing,
use cases.
actually, we got one of the Rocketeers suggested that we can create a journey for webinars. So that is something we've created, and it will be put up on the YouTube channel soon.
That's great.
So we got that from one of the LTD community members.
Any plans to connect with Straco? I don't know if you're familiar with that platform.
In the brief, I was not familiar with Straco, but just added this as I saw this message. I added this to a list of platforms we should integrate
Integrations, yeah.
integration. So I think I've just added this to the list and added 10 extra points to this purely because this came on a live session. Thanks for adding this through.
Yeah,
So
it's a good tool. It's a good platform. I've been using it last over a year, and I got my money's worth 100 times over. The TinyCommand name, we kind of covered that in the beginning. I don't know if you want to.
Because in the brief, all it takes is a tiny command to build your business solution.
There you go.
Yes.
So,
That's
yeah,
the slogan. They use Interpret N8N, Pabbly, Late Node, Flowmatic. Flowmatic's another nice one too.
So I think in the brief you use all of this to run your workflow. You can use TinyCommand also for this. Along with that, you can use TinyCommand to enrich your data. You can use TinyCommand to collect data. There's an entire journey for forms. I would love to if you could just go through this entire webinar. We've basically gone through these journeys at the start of it. If not, just drop me a line and I'll love to run you through this offline if needed.
Yeah, just send them a tiny form.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And you have a lot of templates too, which is great. I mean, just the forms alone is very nice. I was surprised with an all-in-one that the look of it is nice too. Because usually with an all-in-one, you get this is what it is, deal with it. You guys have the options of templates, so that was helpful. So I think we're good. We went over just about an hour now, and I know you guys. Karan's going to a party, so he has to go probably, and I have to go back to it.
Going after like I'm going to party crazy right now.
Have a tiny party.
Tiny party. Yeah, I'm going to like go in a party and announce TinyCommand everywhere. Like, fuck, go get that shit. You're looking at booze, go get this shit. This is what's important.
Send the form, the tiny form.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go.
I would do this. I would go in a party and I would say I have 10 shots. Who wants it? I would say you have to first fill this form, and then there's a section. To get a bonus. Once you fill the form.
Tiny shots.
Tiny shots.
I am using the form right now the AI right now to create this form for you, Karan. And I'll send this to you. And I'll make sure that the landing page of the form essentially the first page of the form has your face onto it I'll use AI to program it.
Don't use my face. Use Karan.
Yeah. No, but do one thing. Use my face and put Joe's hair over there.
Oh my God.
This is a wig.
I think I'll soon have to buy one, Joe. So I think I'll have to take.
You look good.
Yeah, Ankit, you can take pointers from Joe for sure.
You look good, Ankit. You look good. I wear a lot of hats, so I mean, I got literally like every day baseball caps and hockey caps, and I don't know what you have. Cricket hats,
Yeah, that's a cricket. I would say the whole helmet.
yes, you guys have those serious helmets, Interpret saying, can I use the records for AI voice calling, like you mentioned about Airtable?
So. In the what you can do is you can trigger a workflow and via so you can create a workflow. In that workflow you can say I need to do a voice call with this, and you can use a third party voice call platform to initiate those voice calls and journeys, so that can get triggered by the platform. I'd love to understand the use case a little better to figure out how can we solve this for you, but this is exactly why we are launching on an LTD deal to hear from customers like you on how we can build solutions deeper on this. I would love to reach out to you offline and understand your question better and help you solve this.
Yeah, definitely talk to Inderpreet. He's a good guy also. He has his 87 clients are using Airtable, so why should he use TinyCommand? I think it's the all-in-one, right?
Absolutely.
That's the start.
Have Forms, you have Airtable, you have Mailchimp, you have Workflows, and your AI agent. All of that in one single platform. You don't need to use 5 platforms for this. I think you love the brand video that we have online on our website. We've just recently launched it. It just explains the same thing that I mentioned right now.
And you have obviously the forum there. You have a chat for support. I saw they could reach you. They could call Karan. He can transfer them to your line, right? To Priyanka.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah,
So he does everything.
24/7
He does everything 24/7.
The question is, how will you get Karan's number? He has a few burner phones though.
Yeah. I stay in the basement, so I have like 10 phones stuck on the wall. Yeah, I can get a call on any number.
Yeah, he says he uses Go High Level for all.
Okay.
And then he says,
this is a city in India. This is a city in India.
That's a city. I thought he said something about Joe. Joe.
He's don't worry, he's not abusing you at all.
No, I don't think he would. Inder is so funny. I've known him for a while. We go back and forth, and he always says, "Hello, sir." That's the proper the culture in India, very polite. And I'm like, please, I'm not a sir. Stop calling me sir.
Yeah, he used to say me as well. I said, don't. I'm like younger than you.
Then I say, please don't call me sir. And he goes, okay, sir. He goes, I won't, sir. He's such a good guy.
Classic. Yeah, that's classic as Indians.
Yeah. No, I love that. I except for when it's spam emails. When I'm a dear, hello dear. I'm like, oh no.
unless Joe gets a knighthood from King Charles.
I always feel like a knight when I want to get the armor. Yeah.
For that, you need a knighthood from King Charles. Until you get that, then you get to say Sir Joe.
Sir Joe.
That's when you get Sir Joe.
I want that title, Sir Joe. It means come to Chandigarh. Chandigarh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Chandigarh is a city.
All right. Yeah. We're all going to meet up there. Have a meetup.
Yeah. And you know what? Recently there was an SEO conference in Chandigarh in India. We had Chris from Chris Walker from Jet, and all of these SEO guys who came over there.
When you met Craig?
Yeah, I met Craig in Mumbai. In Pune, sorry.
He just told that story on a live the other day where he says some guy from India was running up to me and said, "Do you know Joe? Do you know Joe?" And he's like, "Who the fuck is Joe?"
Yeah, His Scottish English is pretty crazy.
I don't know,
you wouldn't understand
if you know Ankit Priyanka, but I'm very popular in India. It seems nobody knows me in New York, but in India, I must go there.
Well, next time you're here, we'll catch up for sure, and I think hopefully you'll take us out in India, where all the popular places where people know you well.
Yes, we might need security, Karan. I need Rocket Hub because all the autographs and everything I'll have to sign. And
I arrange everything. I'll be your security guard.
Just throw a tiny party.
Yes, I want a tiny party. That's all I ask is tiny party.
I think one idea for TinyCommand is like, if you guys want to host an event, that's your tiny event.
Yes,
tiny event.
Tiny event. There you go. Like host a conference, and we might be there.
I gotta try the Punjabi food. That's what Inder says. Yeah, definitely like that food. It's a little spicy, right? Spicy.
No.
No, not spicy.
It's very fresh and very delicious.
Ooh, okay, good.
Very creamy.
Yeah. Creamy. I don't know. Let's see if my New York stomach can handle it. But yeah, I've had Indian food. I like it. I just remember spicy, and I like spicy. But then later, I'm paying for it, so it's like, in my old age.
Joys of life.
We get those videos where there are travel bloggers from US and Britain. They come to India, and then their third video is, I got a Delhi belly. I got the thing, and then next they're rushing to the
chemist.
We told them you have to take it very lightly. You cannot eat everything in one day. Your stomach is not made for that.
Yes.
Even
this
we
is true.
don't eat everything in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
I'm different. I fast. I say all day, oh my God, I'm so huge. I need to stop eating, and I don't eat all day. And then at night, I'm like, hey, let's eat everything. McDonald's and
Me too.
so
Me too.
yes.
Me too.
It's
We'll
doesn't
start from
work.
tomorrow once again.
Oh, Patrick says
But
I got a tiny Pilates. Oh, tiny plates.
Tiny
Both.
plates.
Tiny plates, yes, or tiny Pilates too.
Yeah, but what we need also from Joe is Croatian food. So Joe knows good Croatian
Yeah,
food.
come to Croatia. Well, in the summer they got a lot of fish and pasta and all that good stuff. So definitely, we could do our next session. Everybody is going to be about food from around the world. Tiny plates.
Yeah.
We could do this. We could, we'll somehow incorporate technology, but I think we could talk about food for a very long time.
Done.
Yep.
Well, thanks. You guys have been great. Priyanka and Ankit. Karan, you've been okay as usual.
Yeah, man. I know I didn't do good today. Yeah, I should have been better.
You were great. Check out TinyCommand and Rocket Hub, or go to tinycommand.com. The team, you guys are wonderful, and the support's been great. Good luck with the rest of the Rocket Hub launch, and hopefully we'll talk again in the future. This is fun and a really thorough, detailed webinar.
Yeah.
So appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Don't party too much. I know you guys are probably gonna be working. I bet, right? You go have fun. Go do something else. Step away from the computer.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that, Joe. We'll do that.
Bye.
Cool. Thanks for
Alright.
having us, Joe.
Yes.
Signing off. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
Everyone, have
Thanks,
a good
guys.
weekend. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.